Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Initiative Order and welcome to the Wasteland. This is Vault, a Fallout TTRPG set in the Texas Commonwealth in 2177. My name is April Hill. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram and stiletto DM on Twitter. I am the overseer for this campaign. Before we jump into the game, let's meet our fantastic players who've been playing this game for almost a year now. We've been going at this with a little bit of break. With a stream change, but for almost a year. So let's meet the wonderful players. Ash.
Hi guys, I am Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, where I occasionally stream, and Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. And of course, I play Ash, the super mutant, ready to smash, bash any scorpions in her path. You can catch me tomorrow on my channel. I'm going to be streaming some spooky Spooktober games, so definitely watch me get scared at 4 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. And then Wednesday, you can catch me on that _D'Angelo's channel for the next episode of Tayar. And yeah, let's get wasted.
Yes. And of course, we've got Sugar Cyrus.
Oh, hey, what can I say? It's Jay Casual. You can find me on all social media at Just2Casual and Casual Creativity over on Twitch. Variety streamer, entertainer, and all-around content creator, aspiring to inspire to the day expire with no plans to retire, and a future publisher of the anime-inspired, 5e-compatible Deep Breath RPG, where the old world of magic is in conflict with the new world of technology, and we have to ask, where is it that you stand? And I am playing Sugar Cyrus, the ghoulish musician, traveling the wasteland in a new cycle of turmoil, but a glimmer of hope is over the horizon. Or maybe it's just more radiation.
Yeah, it's probably just the radiation. All right, Peggy Sue, tell us what's good.
Well, everything's not good. No, my name is Taryn Hackett, also known as Valrook across the socials. Generally creative human TTRPG performer and GM over here on the Initiative Order every other Sunday. Not this coming one because we're taking a break. Where I GM Far Realms, a Cult Divinity Lost homebrew campaign where I peel back the veil and destroy my players' sanity. So we'll be back with that to wrap up Chapter 1 and begin Chapter 2 pretty quick. I am also the creative behind Umbrella Oculus Dice. That is UO_dice on the Instagram. Check it out because tomorrow, thank you Instagram for failing me today, I have a small batch sale and I'm opening pre-orders for some of my recent test sets. So you should definitely check that out. 12 p.m. Eastern, whatever that equates to in Pacific, because I'm not good at the time change. Anyways, but that's the thing. So there's the stuff. And again, tonight playing Miss Peggy Sue James, who has named her new gun. Just thought you should all know she's accepted the gun. Its name is Ollie V, because tonight we're gonna rock around with Ollie V.
Yep. Okay, Marcus Cole, are you watching the Dallas Cowboys game right now? Is there a game right now? I don't know.
No. Okay. and they won. So.
Oh, okay. It was not spoiled. We didn't spoil it.
Well, no, of course not.
Last week.
Last week also not spoiled. Thank you. Oh, it shouldn't be something you have to thank somebody for, but whatever. My name is Justin. I do play Mr. Marcus Cole, who is now, after meeting Sam Winchester and his glorious hair, wondering if it's even worth going to fight Scorpius. If this could be his new life. Just having his hair washed by Sam and in return, washing Sam's hair.
Oh my God.
Glorious life that would be.
Yeah, Tipper can't leave us or stupid shit happens.
Mm-hmm, like hair washing and 100-year-old ghoul boys being shot.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. Nope.
Justice for Timmy.
Or Ash eating a very delicious meat burger and some pudding. Okay, Tipper. Welcome back, Tipper.
I'm back. Hey, everybody. I'm back. I am a Alicia Marie Body on socials. I am a custom artist and concept creator. I'm an author. I'm an accessibility advocate for the deaf and hard of hearing. And I'm also an RPG performer. I'm here on the Initiative Order and Vault and on various one-shots all over the web, most notably probably on the Glass Cannon, which I usually have a lot of fun with those guys because they're super comedians and I like being kind of funny characters every now and again. Today, I'm playing one of my favorite characters. She's very close to heart, Tipper. She was originally a synth artificer, but now she's our homebrew of a, what do we call her, April?
Just a Gen 3 synth. She's before her time.
She's a Gen 3 synth here in the Wasteland. So she's not altogether human. She's not altogether robot, but she's original and interesting. So we'll see where she ends up. She has a story to tell. We'll see.
Jeez. All right. Yes, I'm so excited about tonight. All right, before we start the game, we're gonna go over a few announcements and thank our sponsors. Of course, we've got Session Zero Clothing, who makes D&D inspired streetwear. You can use the code ORDER at checkout for 15% off, and they do have their fall line out with several new, amazing, beautiful designs. So go check them out. As well as Norse Foundry, they make artisan dice, and you can use the code TIO15 at checkout for 15% off. Roaming Player Gear that makes amazing top gaming supplies by our own goddamn Ray, and you can use the code Carnaby20 for 20% off the Dice Tower Tray combo set. We also have Mithril Armory, who I believe their Kickstarter finished today. However, let's go ahead and take a look at it because starting tomorrow, we were going to do it today, but of course, Instagram, Facebook, social media went crazy today. So starting tomorrow, we will have this huge giveaway up dealing with their new Kickstarter dice, which we will take a look at right now. Yes. So you're going to be able to get in on some of those cool new Newt dice as well, the Die of Newt, as well as their dice box and some other goodies. So be checking our socials tomorrow on how you can be entered in to win, because those dice are freaking amazing. And I heard that they jingle really pretty. They make a really beautiful sound. So yeah. You're going to want to check that out. And we also appreciate all of your bits and subs. We were able to give some money to two wonderful organizations last week, thanks to your bits and sub donations to the Initiative Order. And of course, if you'd like to tip the players directly, we do split our tips. You can donate below looking at our Ko-Fi link. And we do, of course, appreciate tips. So it always helps us out. It makes us feel happy and special and that you love watching us. All right.
And we do actually make Sugar share these.
Mm-hmm. Sugar is not a choice. we all get our share of caps. It's all good. All right. Without further ado, everybody, this isn't Nuka-Cola, but it's just cherry cola and it's fine. Let's get a little wasted. We are back.
We're back here again, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so last week was quite interesting. Last week on Vault, you all had made your way to Justisburg. Justisburg is a small little settlement that is was between the radio station and Matador, where the where the Rattlesnake gang is located, and you stopped on your way to get some supplies, get some information, or at least tried to. Well, on the way there, you had to stop for the night, and things happened. We all know about Timmy. Anyway, so after that lovely little situation, you did make your way to Justisburg, and you ran into a lot of lovely characters, including the bar owners of the Wayward Bar, Sam and Dean. Ash made friends with Dean. They shared a love of Viking beer and meat and Ash's bulging biceps. Sam got along with Marcus. They ended up washing each other's hair with aloe at the end of the night. While Tipper worked
shirtless to make sure nothing got on.
Shirtless. Shirtless. While Tipper worked on her latest invention, the sugar bot. Using a mechanical stuffed animal that had symbols. She was able to take the fur off and is creating a little sugar bot that makes beautiful music as a distraction and possibly could shoot fire or ammunition. I don't know. That's up to Tipper. Yes. To replace her long lost cash bot that was destroyed so long ago. And Sugar made an interesting little friend of Rowena, and possibly had a nice little conversation and helped with some bombs that she wanted to send in a package with Marcus to the Rattlesnake Raiders. Peggy was just all over the place. Peggy had a little bit too much to drink. Peggy was getting everybody to play pool and dance and yak and rug and have a lot of fun. So that was last week. You are currently still in Justisburg, but you are going to be leaving for Matador quite soon to face the Rattlesnake Raiders. What would you like to do?
The only thing, are we still at the night, or are we like gone ahead and moved on? All I want to say is,
anything in particular, if there's anything in particular,
we don't need to RP anything. I just want to make it known that Peggy didn't get super wasted. Like, she basically had what she'd had when Sugar talked to her, and she stopped for the night. But she made a damn good point of making sure that Marcus two-stepped with her. She absolutely made Sugar dance with her. And when everyone started to, everyone starts to kind of drizzle off and it was just them awake, like the immediate group, Peggy absolutely would not have stopped until she could have at least tried to get Ash to dance with her. Just a little bit. Whether Ash does or not doesn't matter. Peggy's going to keep ducking and dodging until she can get her to dance just a little bit.
How many Viking beers would Ash have had while playing pool?
Do I need to roll for this?
Yeah.
Roll for it.
In honor of Peggy Sue, I'm using a Umbral Oculus die.
All that really matters is
I got a nat 1.
Fuck.
You were tearing it up.
All that really matters is that everybody in the party danced
That
with
means
Peggy.
not enough Viking beer to.
Oh, darn.
You can blame your dice for that.
Marcus had drunk enough. He would have danced.
Oh
He
yeah.
would have danced.
If and when Ash wouldn't dance, then Peggy just went and got Tipper, and Tipper probably just got slung all over the place because Tipper was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I will say that because everybody was busy doing whatever, and Ash was in a good mood, Ash would have given the rare parts that she found on the way to Justisburg to Tipper for her stupid bot.
That's to make up for the fact that you smashed Cash. I haven't forgotten that. You drop kicked her.
More like I threw her and she blew
Okay.
up, but whatever.
And she destroyed that pie bot, the one that was carrying the pies. Marcus hasn't forgotten that.
She did.
Listen, I gave her parts. Let's just leave
Where's
it at that.
Where's the pie, Ash? Where's the pie?
Okay, but the real question is, what parts did you give to? Did you hang out with Hamburger Boy?
Did you take any parts from Dean?
Yeah. Did you give parts or take parts? I just want to know.
Overseer!
It's a fair question.
Sugar, would you have so after dancing and do a pool and everything with everyone and doing a little team bonding, were you planning on going and speaking with Rowena at her shop, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sugar's gonna go help with them building blocks.
Building blocks, some bombs.
What?
Yeah. So you go over to her. It's very dark outside, very late. It's very quiet, other than the lively sounds coming from the Wayward Bar, where your friends are having a good old time. You make your way across the street and over to Rowena's shop, and you do see a little light that is still lit coming from one of the open windows. The door is closed, but what would you like to do?
Sugar's gonna politely head over to the door, and just a simple 3 taps to knock, just rhythmically 1, 2, 3.
Oh, just a minute. You can hear some clinking and clutter around, just lightly on the other side of the door. She comes to the door. Oh, well, wasn't sure if I was going to see you here or not. I was just working on, the package. So.
Our little project, yeah.
Yeah. Come on in. Do you want something to drink, or do you just want to get right to work?
I think I'm good to get started on work right now.
All right. Well, I've got most of the parts assembled. I'm not really sure. Hopefully you don't drop it or shake it up too much. I don't think it should go off. I don't know if you want to take a look at it. I'm not really.
It's worth the risk for me. I have no qualms, and I'm pretty sure my luck still's got some days left.
Yeah, you said something about being quite lucky.
That's
Very
my specialty. Life has a way of favoring me.
You wouldn't think. Well, when did that start? Obviously you turned ghoulish. Start then, or?
I hadn't even noticed.
Well, same, so.
The luck's been potentially forever.
So were you turned during the war or after, or how long have you been this way?
Since the first bombs dropped.
Same. I still remember going out and trying to find anybody else that survived or changed like me, but most people out here, if anybody did change, they weren't in their right minds. My daughter and her husband, they had been out on a date. Well, I never found them. Their son was staying with a friend, but never really found him either. So it's just been me out here in the wasteland. All these other people, they've come and gone. The settlement's grown up around this place, but what can you do?
The only thing that, we're good for, living. Or at least defying the laws of living.
Yeah. Do you have any family or friends that survived?
And at this point, Sugar's like removed the coat, opened the bag, and pulled out some of like their personal tools to start working on the stuff, getting the bomb components applied. When the bombs dropped, any hope of family was pretty much wiped away at this point. So it's just me, music, endless miles of radiation, and wanderlust.
You got an interesting group of friends there with you. They, none of them family or just strangers you picked up along the way?
They're just members of my own redemption. A land full of wandering, it's good to have companions. And when they find happiness and they find peace in the land they wander, I keep moving.
What's that like? Not staying in the same place. I mean, I've been here a century. Can't imagine going from place to place.
Well, before the war and everything happened, I was stuck in one place. And then I decided to travel. Couldn't afford to go everywhere I wanted, but made the best of it. Then the bombs hit, and I found that the road gets a lot easier to travel when there's less buildings in the way.
Less people. Less good ones too, though.
I think the amount of bad is just as much as it was before the bombs. They just become worse at hiding it.
Sure are handy with your, you weren't lying. It's beautiful watching you work.
I specialize in using my hands in many ways, working on tools, plucking my guitar, just bringing a bit of joy every way I can.
Sure, I can't get you a drink. You know, I've got Everclear. It's a lot stronger. Some of these smooth skins can't handle it like we can. And it hits a lot stronger than the regular crap that they have to drink.
And as Sugar continues working on the stuff, want to make sure I'm clear-headed to finish this. Don't want to drop this bomb.
Not until you get to the right place.
But
All right.
I did want to. The fact that you haven't been able to travel, I think. I'm curious. Why do you stay?
And you will see she picks up off of a table that's against one of the back walls an old picture, a pre-war picture, and you see it is her before the bombs fell, when she was still a smooth skin, with and then you see her with a young couple and a little boy. She kind of hands you the picture. This place, it's always been my home. These walls, what's left of them, that's all I got left of what my family was, my life before, and beautiful memories I had. I miss them, and I just don't ever want to let it go, you know? It's all I have left of my humanity, my sanity. Without this, without these memories, I don't know what or who, or I just don't know what I'd be, you know? I don't want to lose that.
I can tell you exactly what you'd be. You. The problem with memories is, as much as we love them, the deeper we cling to them, the farther we fall within them. What was once a sweet sound of freedom and thought becomes cages, prisons, in trying to cling to what was. That'll never be the case again. If you cling to it, you're using their memory to hold yourself in a darker place. Those memories become agony. Maybe it's best to start making new ones. to honor the memories you once had. And holding the picture, because one thing I did learn about family is even if they may not always express it the right way, all they ever want is the best for you, at least if they care. And based on what I see here, your family cared for one another. I promise you the last thing they want to know is that you sitting here holding on to memories that are just long gone.
I suppose you're right. It's just hard going on without them.
See, that's the thing. I'm not saying go on without them. Carry them with you. The biggest benefit of traveling place to place with no home is that everywhere I go, I get to make new memories. And though it hurts from time to time, I get to have dreams of taking the people I once loved to these places.
You know, we had made a plan to go visit the coast. South Padre. We're gonna do it the summer after the bombs fell. And it was too late. Maybe it's time. Maybe I should take a trip down there and hopefully there's no rad sharks. Can you imagine? Wouldn't want to go swimming in the ocean with that, but maybe it's time. Maybe it's time I start living whatever kind of life I got left.
That's all we can ever ask for. I'm pretty sure that the family that holds those memories, and whatever moments they had, you can picture a smile on their face knowing that the ones that go on keep going on. And Sugar's like kind of places the photo down, lightly touching the picture of like the young child in the picture. And would presume being able to put the last components of the bomb kind of together using luck of the draw to make sure it's lucky enough to do so.
Yes. I would, with your luck, nothing explodes. Well, I appreciate your talk. I appreciate this talk and your help with the bomb. Hopefully it doesn't come down to y'all needing to use it, but if you do, just don't get too close. Shoot it from a distance.
We'll see how that turns out. And you take that journey and reaches into the bag, pulls out a little small satchel, and sets it on the table, picking up the bomb package. I should probably get back to my friends though. And, yeah.
I hope our paths cross again one day, Sugar.
Oh, trust. When it comes down to the time necessary, I'll be there.
Well, I look forward to it. Good luck.
And Sugar just kind of walks out.
So, the evening goes on, and there's hair washing and pool playing and pie eating and pudding eating and robots to be made and all of the fun, interesting, drunken, glorious things. What would y'all like to do in the morning? And where would you all be once you woke up in the morning?
Peggy is dead asleep on the pool table.
Ash is trying to
Curled up like in a little ball.
Ash is trying to sneak out of a certain room.
Yes.
Wait, like a walk of shame type sneaking? What the hell is going on in this game since been gone for 2 weeks?
She's looking for her jacket.
I'm so proud of you.
First of all, no
jealous.
one knows what happens except for Ash, so
Yeah,
you guys
no, but
can't
that's-
assume anything.
No, that's
Don't
great.
assume.
That's great.
Because you know what that ass
Taryn knows,
out of
and that's
you,
all I needed. That's
ass
all I
out of
needed.
me. That's not, no.
Oh wait, you're sneaking out of his room. Where does she have to sneak out of? Because I'm in the like.
She has to get her jacket from the pool table.
That's what
Yep.
Peggy's sleeping on.
She's all curled up like
Wow.
Like, there's like her hat on her face, like using the jacket like a pillow.
You better tip to the toe, Ash. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually,
Do I have to
Tipper's
sneak?
awake. Tipper's awake.
I mean,
Of course
if
she
you-
is.
If you take your jacket, I mean, Peggy's gonna wake up and she's just gonna be real proud of you. That's all. that
Roll
matters.
for it,
Oh
What do I have to roll for?
both of you.
god. Let's see. What's the?
I'm ready.
Um,
I'm ready. Can I want to.
it's probably gonna be agility.
Uh,
Yeah, agility and sneak. Agility and sneak. Contested against.
For Peggy Sue, Umbro Oculus. One more
Oh,
time.
here we go.
what
You're
are we
gonna
rolling
trust
What are we rolling against? What just I rolled.
It's a contested roll, so since Ash is doing the one sneaking, it needs to be against your. Yours could be
Sneak and
Perception-ish? Yeah.
So that was a
Sneak-
10 for the agility plus sneak, which is 10 for me because I have agility 9, but I have only 1 for sneak. Your Umbro Oculus die failed you again because I got an 8.
Yeah.
Huh?
Maybe perception sneak.
Okay, that's
Or
fine.
perception- Yeah,
It's-
sneak for
it's a-
you.
Well, for one, so that is 7 plus 6, so that's 13, and it is a tag skill. And I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2 and a 5, so that is
Dang it.
4 successes, motherfucker.
So yeah, the difficulty is 4 for Ash to not be caught.
Peggy will, because I rolled so high, Peggy will notice that she's taken her jacket and like, but just kind of let it go and just pretend to continue to sleep. Like continue to pretend to sleep so Ash has no idea. Like Ash takes it and Peggy's just kind of like to herself like internally just singing like the hallelujah chorus of just like hell yeah.
Oh gosh. So you totally wake Peggy up, and I'm assuming. So Tipper, would you have gone up to one of the rooms, or did you wake? Well, you probably would have woken up.
Okay, well, I think like because Tipper doesn't really need that much sleep, she doesn't take more than she needs. So when she finally can re-energize or whatever she calls it, she's just gonna start back on this sugar bot she's been working on because I find this very intriguing. And when she's kind of working on the head because what she like kind of values is that she's able to make these bots dangerous but fun, but also very much like the person they're being made after. That's something she was very proud of. Like Cashbot, it had the blue hair, it had the face markings, it didn't quite have the attitude problem. However, she did try.
It had Marcus's attitude. That's why I was.
So she comes marching into the pool room because she's looking for sugar because she wants to find out if she's like, I'm trying to get the hollows of the eye just right. So I need to kind of look into Sugar's face. So she's kind of like looking for sugar. That's all. Holding this half-built sort of little thing. Sugar. Are you in here? Where is everybody?
She comes marching into your room.
Okay. She sees Peggy sprawled out on the table. Has Ash come in the room yet? Or is Ash just tiptoeing out right now?
Yeah.
With her jacket. Ash, where have you been? Did you get any sleep last night?
What the hell? Why are you yelling? Yeah. Hey Ash, how is that hamburger?
Oh, I didn't know if everybody was still sleeping.
The other day, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
And I think I've just been thrown into like this work here. I'm really excited about getting it going. So I was looking for sugar. Where's Marcus?
Marcus probably passed out in his room. You gotta go get him. In fact, the best way to wake Marcus up anyways is always kicking him, so it'll make you feel good.
Yeah, he's kind of used to it at this point.
You go up into the room. Marcus is not in his room.
Oh, well, hey Ash. As soon as Tipper like walks to go look for Marcus, hey Ash, turn around real quick. And she smooths out the back of her hair a little bit. There you go. And then she just walks back and takes a seat at a table.
Weirdo.
Yeah, no, it was good. And she's just sitting there, just smirking.
You seemed to enjoy yourself last night, dancing around on top of tables and doing that hold down with Marcus.
Hey, all I'm saying, was pretty impressive is I wasn't even really that drunk. That's just me having fun. I hadn't done that in a long time. You want to blame somebody, they'll blame Sugar. He's the one that started that shit.
Yeah, he actually wasn't that bad at it, whatever you guys call it.
Two-stepping, dancing.
Hold down to whatever, yeah.
If you ever want to learn, I'd be glad to teach you. Or we could get Sugar.
Absolutely not.
I'm just saying, Sugar was damn smooth on his feet. And, Marcus ain't too bad at it neither. I don't know, how was Dean?
What do you mean, how was Dean?
How is Dean?
Did y'all not dance? I thought y'all did. No, I'm just.
I don't dance. I don't dance.
No mambo or.
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
I think it was nice seeing you enjoy yourself, Ash. I think you needed it.
I bet she did.
Well,
is that like what you call
nice having to kill something for a change and just
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, it's every now and again it's good to cut loose. Ain't nobody judging nobody for.
There's a lot of Viking beer involved.
Marcus ain't in his room.
How should I know?
You could hear some soft snoring coming from the back where the washing had taken place.
Peggy is snooping her happy ass over there and peeking around whatever corner.
You go back there and you see propped up against a wall where there's a bench, and propped up against the wall you see Marcus. His hat is off, and he's got a bottle of vodka, a couple of bottles of vodka, very empty next to him. And he's got his head, they're propped up against the wall, but he's got his head leaned over on Sam, and Sam has got like his arm up on a rest, and they're just kind of like stacked, sleeping, sitting up.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna disturb a good thing. Ain't nobody shaming up. And Peggy will just walk back into the room. They're in there snuggling. Do we know where Sugar's at?
Yeah, where is Sugar? That's the person I was looking for first.
I think Pawn's gonna be jealous.
Is he? I know. You're telling me. Is Sugar in his room?
Sugar is not.
What?
Peggy will make her way over there. Not see him not in the room.
Tipper's following Peggy around.
Yeah, at that point, Peggy's just like, Sugar?
Sugar.
From inside the building, right?
Yeah, and then she will go out the front and open it and just do like the old lady on a farm. Sugar. Just like real stupid on purpose, like intentionally like dumb. Just trying to be ridiculous and annoying to get his attention if he's outside.
Let's do it together. Maybe if we're together, he'll hear us.
Yeah, you're right.
Ready?
1, 2, Sugar.
Sugar.
Sugar?
Sugar.
Sugar.
Eventually, Lady Luck will be showing up.
Hi, baby. Where's your dad?
Hi, sweetie. Where's your daddy?
And then she will turn a lot less pompous than normal and kind of does like a normal walk towards away.
Mm-hmm. She just follow. Peggy's gonna follow. Is Daddy stuck in a well?
Oh.
Timmy's not.
No, he's not.
Timmy's not in a well.
Timmy's sleeping. Okay, thank you.
Forever.
Permanent sleep.
Best kind.
Yeah.
Womp womp. Peggy's following Lady.
And
I'm
eventually
following Peggy.
to
Ash stays at near the bar.
eventually Lady will end up going to like what seems to be a very nondescript, like the only best way you could describe an alley in a place like this, and just kind of softly walks over that way, and you'll see her kind of go over to what you can see Sugar leaning against the building, sitting down on the ground, and kind of like slumps down next to Sugar.
Tipper like runs, like instantly at that moment runs over and she starts, Sugar. Are you dead?
I mean, shows face, basically.
What are you doing over here?
That's a good question.
Just testing my luck, and like we'll stand up and you'll see the pipe revolver in his hand, and he'll put it back into like behind his waist pants. Still lucky as ever.
Peggy will just walk up and like grab him by the coat and look at him, and like just like eye to eye. Well, I'm glad you're a lucky motherfucker then, because I ain't done with you yet. And then she just turns around and starts walking back to the bar.
You should be a little more clear on what you want.
As he was looking at her eyes, like she was definitely like starting to tear up, and that's why she like turned away real fast.
And then
Well,
being that close, you'll also definitely have got the massive whiff of like alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And you also notice the eyes are like heavily bloodshot.
And in response to him or them saying that need to be, better at saying what they want. Well, I came and found you, didn't I? And then she just like starts storming off faster into the like kind of spoiled brat stomping, like real quick, like back to the.
Do you grab Tipper?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't grab Tipper. She's just going.
Yeah.
That was so Tipper's probably still sitting there like looking at it.
Like what? Like so Tipper just looks at Sugar and she's like, I think you gave Peggy a scare. We didn't know where you went, and we don't know what you're doing here. Lady brought us over here. Are you okay?
I mean, is anyone really okay in these lands?
Must you answer questions like that, Sugar? I swear to God. I wanted to ask you a question though. And right there, she like procures this like little, she's like, I'm trying to make this look more like you. So I'm trying to sort of, so later on, I'm going to need you to like sit still for like 5 minutes so I can perfectly capture the hollows around your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And so as you, if you start walking, Tipper's basically just following behind you, talking like a mile a minute about this thing.
Sure, just if you could just bring the volume down a few decibels. I'll do whatever you want later.
Okay. Sounds good. I wonder what we're doing today. I wonder what everyone's doing today. We still didn't find Marcus. We found Ash in the morning. We found Peggy. We don't know where anyone else is though.
They'll show up, and if not, then that is the way it's meant to be. And Sugar just walks back towards the bar.
Question. In that bar, is there like the old guitar? Like, I mean, like just you know, going through Fallout, you find just the old guitars lying around in places.
Mhm.
Yeah, just like the old acoustic.
You want to
Like
find
this-
one?
Yeah.
You can spend a luck point.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine with me.
Yeah. So inside the bar, you would see, you know, along with all of the very tacky head mounts of different animals and whatnot, you would see that there is an old banjo that is on one of the walls. It's kind of like hanging up on one of the walls. Yeah.
Peggy just takes it down, and she just sits down with it and kind of like picks at it for a second. Fun fact. Yeah. Well, fun fact, somebody, her uncle, may or may not have taught her a little bit when she was younger. And so she's just sitting there picking at it, and she's waiting for Sugar to walk in the door.
Ash will have her legs propped up, like crossed on a table, just like waiting for everybody. But like, she seems to be in a rather good mood, which it's obvious because her normal glare is not there, so she looks content.
From behind the back area, Dean comes out. I'm up. Oh, okay. Sam, and then all of a sudden, Marcus, you're like jolted awake as Moose kind of like gets up. Dean.
Oh, it's Marcus.
Oh. Hey. And Sam gets up and takes some of the empty bottles with him to the front where Dean is at, starting to get everything ready for the day.
Marcus will.
Speaking of walk of shame, yes.
Marcus will dress and then we'll head out to apparently a sitting Ash and a sitting Peggy with a banjo.
Which is on brand as fuck.
Yep.
And then
Had a good night, I see.
Sound like everybody having a good night.
It was, I mean, I remember the last time I washed someone else's hair and had my hair washed. It was good.
Hey, I ain't shaming you.
I believe after a little while, Sugar will finally wander into the bar.
Peggy just looks up at him. And she kind of just starts to strum a little bit and just looks up at him. I bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you. Now and forever. Let it be me. As she starts trying to sing, but she just kind of is crying instead, and then just puts the banjo down and marches off to her room. Because we're a brat.
Anyone looking will see as Lady Luck will start like biting at Sugar's leg. No, I know. And we'll like walk back up the stairs towards the rooms, semi-following Peggy.
Mama, sing.
Lady, stay with Papa. Papa reaches into one of the pockets. No, it's not. The other one. Pulls out some of the seasoned turkey that's left.
He throws it. Mama, sing.
I love Papa so much.
Papa, you eat. I'll get Mama. We'll get music. There's a quick scritch. Takes out another piece. Now eat. Then we'll go up the stairs. Has Peggy closed the door or just went into the room and left the door open?
Like she probably just kind of half-ass closed it. And I mean, it's probably slightly cracked, and it's obvious that she is sitting on the bed face down with her head under the pillow again.
Will, once again, 1, 2, 3.
What?
Are you allowing company?
Maybe. Yes.
Slowly open the door. We'll take a moment, then we'll close the door behind. Walk over, heavy-footed. And then we'll sit at like the far end of the bed. I've been walking the land for close to a century. I've dealt with Deathclaws, Raiders, vaults, computers, and some of the most intricate and interesting people that the wasteland could develop. Yet for the life of me, I cannot seem to consider a person more confusing than you.
She kind of like kicks him a little bit.
But I think it's starting to make sense.
Peeks out from like under the pillow. What does that mean? Is she's like crying?
The whole point was to be honest. I'll be honest. I'm scared too.
I'm not scared. I'm fucking
No.
petrified.
It may not ever make sense. We're in a wasteland where nothing makes sense. But at least I know on my side there is a small sense of clarity with you and the rest of those unique characters we've been traveling with.
You're not wrong. And she like can't make eye contact.
I think that fear of losing people again makes it very easy to, well, lose people before we get the chance.
I was doing real good at it too until you showed up.
Yeah, I know. Again, 100 years, and this is the longest I spent with anyone.
Really?
I think the longest I spent with anyone anywhere was 3 weeks in what was once Sin City. And let me tell you, that was not a place for me to be. It was loud for all the wrong reasons.
Oh.
I've met great people. Mayors, rangers, leaders. My fair share of bounty hunters, both as companions and also as the target of their hunt. You're the only one I'm glad that caught me, if you can call it that.
So you're saying I caught you?
I'm saying all you have to do is officially claim it and say whatever you want about it.
Well, that's just unfair.
I'm patient. but I also feel like you need to be teasing you's fun.
So I kind of care about your stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to have a bit of a radiation in my ear. Want to speak up?
Said I care about you and stuff.
What's that? Is that Peggy expressing feelings? Or is mumbling that you can't fire a gun worth of shit?
Excuse me. Now, that's mother. Yes, I like you. Stubborn ass.
I'm the stubborn one. Really?
Yes, you're ridiculous. You're impossible. I can't get you to do anything, and you're always right, and can't nobody prove you. Oh, it's me.
There you go.
But yes, I would be happy if you decided to stick around.
Good, because I was planning to anyway. It's a lot easier to have you confess that though, because now I can hold it over your head.
You hear the door bang open, and Bopper comes like scrambling in on all fours over to Peggy. Mama, sing.
Mama sometimes sings. Mama doesn't have a great voice for it.
Mama, sing.
Mama sometimes. Just to prove a goddamn point. Mommy used to sing a whole lot with her family. Every Sunday evening.
The sun shines a little brighter because of you. When time ticks, I see the sky shine so blue. You feel the rhythm in your chest. It's better than all the rest. So let me say a simple fact. I promise I won't take it back. Oh yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking about Peggy Sue. Straight shot of the wasteland. Can take down the greatest man. You can run. You can hide. You can say anything to get away. When you lock eyes with the dead shots, I guess love's all you. Better get ready. We gotta get going soon.
Happy sing. Happy sing.
Sugar gets up.
Peggy catches his hand. I hate you. She just...
And will pull you up and hug.
She just hugs really deep, and like there's definitely like a little bit of like crying for a moment, and then she like looks up and is just like wiping her face like, well, we got shit to do. Bopper, you ready to go kick some ass today, baby?
Well then.
I didn't know he was gonna repeat it.
Yeah, most of the things he's learning that's bad is literally from you.
That's because look at my little baby that on the scritches. Wait,
It's gonna take forever to teach that. Okay.
it'll catch people off guard.
And then Sugar will, after really kind of like while being close, be like, oh, and by the way, we'll like get close to kind of whisper, you're such a brat. And we'll give a quick peck on the cheek and walk away.
That was rude.
You're welcome. And leaves.
Downstairs, what's going on, y'all?
Probably a fairly awkward breakfast, I would imagine.
I imagine the most awkward of breakfasts, and I love everything about it. I'm here to describe away hamburger time, people.
So, was that your first time washing hair?
No, it's not my first time washing hair.
Wow, the shade with that one. Damn.
May have been a quick minute, but certainly wasn't my first time washing someone's hair.
Y'all say hallelujah last night, or?
So you're an experienced hair washer.
I suppose it could be said that that's an accurate statement. Did you have an interesting evening yourself?
Huh?
Yeah?
Just full? I love it so much.
Welcome, Raiders. We've got some walks of shame going on between all of our wastelanders right now. People hooking up with brothers, people finding love in the wasteland.
What did I say about assuming?
Pudding.
Ass. You. Me.
Oh god! Thank you, ELH, for the raid. So yes, hair washing and first times and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had a good night. You know.
That's good. I did as well. From what I can remember.
You did drink a lot. I mean, I guess we all did technically drink a lot. I mean, I was still okay, I guess.
That's as long as you had a good time. That's, I think, the most important thing. Dean seems to be in a pretty good mood. Not that I don't know him that well, but
I didn't notice. I didn't notice.
I mean, he seems to be walking with a bit of a limp, so that's good.
That's good.
What?
Damn,
Are you implying something? Are you implying something? Is that's what's happening right now?
No, not at all. I'm just stating what I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
All right. Anyway, I wonder what's taking them so long.
Oh, Sugar was probably giving her some notes. I mean, she has a god awful singing voice. I mean, good God Almighty. That is not how I wanted to be woken up.
That wasn't how you got woke up. Never mind.
You're not there. Well, I'm making fun of you.
Oh no, I'm just saying that that was actually Taryn's accent coming out. Sure. That was my natural accent coming out. No, I like to think that that's not how Marcus woke up in my fanfic in my head.
Sure.
Okay.
Marcus had an eventful night.
Always like hair washing, like personal, like intimate type thing.
Well, there's multiple kinds of, washing of hair. Sometimes washing hair is just washing hair. And sometimes it's more.
Got it. So, like, how do you know if something is more than just normal hair washing?
Usually there'll be a moment when you know. And trust me, it's hard to miss. Because usually it involves the removal of other articles of clothing beyond your shirt.
So, like a jacket?
No, more like your pants, any undergarments you may have. Wait, there's some casual touching that's involved, some caressing. That's when you know it's a different kind.
You're at the table, by the way.
That's when you know it's a different kind of hair washing.
Who's learning right now?
That sounds more like a bad. I don't even know what kind of perverted hair washing.
Are we not using euphemisms here? I'm sorry if I misunderstood this conversation.
Yeah, I don't know if we're on the same.
Apparently, my apologies. I,
All right.
perhaps my night was slightly different than yours.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think that we had different nights, for sure. I
Dean
think.
Dean comes over with another plate of various cooked meats and some more, a pitcher of water. Hey, how you doing? Here you go.
And Ash will do something that is rare again for Ash, because she does like, it's not a full smile, but it's like still like a smile, and that's like obviously very odd for anyone who knows Ash to smile in the slightest. Like if anything curls upward, that is a task in itself.
So, Dean, Ash was just telling me all about her eventful night last night.
And then seriously, Ash is going to kick underneath the table if
Sure.
he's anywhere near to try
Sure.
to, with force,
Yeah,
which could cause injury.
good.
But she's literally going to like kick the crap out of his shin.
That shin is
Roll
gone.
for it.
Like a
Just
attack
kidding.
roll?
Yeah.
Shit
Roll
is
damage. I'm just kidding.
That shin is now salt for margaritas later.
Yeah.
Roll an attack
Yeah.
against- You can roll an attack against him if you'd like to.
Dean
Yeah.
won't be the only one walking with a limp, I
If
guess.
she breaks his shin.
Well, a limp is a best case scenario right now.
Oh.
An unarmed
no.
attack.
Oh
kick.
no.
Oh no.
Ones and
I
twos.
should not have used the Umbral Oculus die.
Oh no.
Especially against.
And that's a
Marcus.
tag skill.
'Cause, you know, if you're sarcastic to me, it is proven that Umbral Oculus dice will kick you in the ass. Ask Ronan.
Oh.
In the
shin.
I wasn't aware, or
There,
else I
the
would have rolled a
dice are
different
like-
dice. I'm so sorry.
Sure.
The dice are
Oh,
imbued
oh.
with power.
But I rolled all threes. So there you go.
Oh, you rolled all threes, so no damage with
That's
your unarmed.
great. I love that.
Yeah, you feel it, Marcus. You feel the kick, but it's more like a little love tap warning. Shut
Oh,
up.
one of them was a 4. One of them was a 4. Sorry.
Oh,
3 is a
Yeah.
4.
His boards are blanks. It's fine.
Marcus will kind of look up and go, I'm not trying.
I don't know what he's
anyone's
talking about.
toes. I'm
I
not
think
trying
he's
to step on
still
toes.
drunk. And he's a
Yeah.
little, out of it from too much
Yeah,
hair
that
washing.
aloe stuff my brother uses.
Yeah,
I think something.
I think
like
it seeps
soaks
in your
in.
brain. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry into your personal going-ons.
Again, I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, thanks for the meats and water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
More
let
that
that. I'm gonna let that one slide.
And then she basically pounds on the table to kind of like warn him, like, I'm gonna break your shin. Like, so she kind of gives him a look. Anyway. Morning.
Morning.
So, y'all heading out today?
Yes, I believe today is our day of murderous revenge.
What? Wait. And Tipper's gonna lean over to Peggy. Are we still gonna find your husband?
Peggy's. Well, I guess Peggy probably would have made it back by now, and is honestly just standing so fucking happy, like watching this conversation happen. She is eternally, especially after her awkwardness, she's just like super relieved. And then she's just, that is still a plan. No, I think we're gonna go say hello to Saffron's daddy. I got a delivery for him, and she rattles the rattle on the necklace in her pocket.
Trigger finally comes down afterwards with guitar case and the bopper carry front thing and a backpack with other items now.
Is Bopper bigger now? Or is he like pretty much same size? Like, what are we talking here?
He's a little bit bigger, not too much bigger, but
Oh.
yeah, he's getting
Less than a baby, closer to a
Yeah.
toddler, but not that.
yeah, he's getting quite a bit bigger. My Zoom is acting weird.
Adorable.
He is
Hello.
real cute. Do you want to tell everybody your new word?
What does he eat? Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
No, we don't. No, we don't say that.
No.
No, Bopper. I'm sorry.
Why was he looking
It's-
at me when he said that?
That I don't know. That's just intuition. But I just, I'm gonna step out front real quick. And Peggy finger guns and backs her way out, and is
He
like
is
pulling out a
being
cigarette.
super weird today.
Who is weird?
Like you? Yeah.
Peggy being incredibly odd.
She's not the only one.
Everyone does feel a little off. Maybe everyone didn't have a balanced breakfast.
Well, I
Being a
did bring
shitty
a
one.
whole bit of meats for real. Just
That is quite the spread of meats, and you can't go wrong with meats for breakfast.
Oh, where? Where's the spread of meats?
Right here.
Oh.
And Ash is like pointing at the like plethora.
Plethora.
well, I mean, if y'all are ever back in town, hopefully you'll stop by and he gives a wink to Ash.
She doesn't know how to blink properly, so she blinks both eyes. And then she kind of like looks away and drinks her water.
And Sugar, upon seeing that on the way out, would be like, "Good job, Dean."
Everyone's super awkward.
Yeah,
Because like
that's-
the dude like Yep.
Goings on.
As Sugar gets to the door, Peggy will try to trip him like a child, basically. She will have her foot out. Waiting.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm gonna emphasize Bopper's on the chest carrier.
She's not gonna actually. She's not gonna like
Oh,
hardcore
that's-
try to trip them. It's like the joking trip them, and
Uh-huh.
also it's also Sugar, and Sugar doesn't trip.
Sure. This is also true. Physics does not apply to Sugar in most cases.
So yeah.
However, with you putting your leg out the trip, we're just gonna take a luck point because I would like the part that you're standing on is definitely very unbalanced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Peggy's the one that falls down.
Oh yeah. And then Sugar will, after that, will kind of lean over, reach one hand out. Karma sometimes works a lot quicker than you'd like it to.
Takes his hand, pulls herself up. I don't know what you're talking about, and then she walks over, sits there, and leans against the building.
So y'all are going to head out. Nobody needed to get anything or do anything before you left.
Ash will wait until everybody else seems to actually leave through the threshold before she says something to Dean.
Wompa.
Marcus will take his sweet time, make her sweat it out for a little bit.
We're such bad friends.
Is there any piece of meat that's still left over that she can throw in his direction?
Oh yeah, there maybe some like something.
There's the plate it was on. Throw that.
Maybe some Mirelurk steak or something.
I just want it to be like a ham steak, so it like sticks to his face.
Some spam. Yeah, why not spam? Let's say it's spam.
Nobody wanted the spam.
She definitely tries to throw it in his direction.
Spam, eggs, and spam.
Not to hurt him, but just to like
Sure.
hit him.
This meat goes flying at your face.
For the second time.
It would be the back of the head, I
hours.
think, right? Because you're like
Oh, yeah.
slowly walking out.
I'm not walking. I was sitting down at the table, finishing my breakfast, and I got meat thrown at me. I think that's my cue. Dean, it was a pleasure to meet you. I'm not big on goodbyes, so if you would tell your brother, I'll be seeing him. Now, I'll walk out.
Bye. You see the head and the glorious hair peek around the corner.
God damn, there's some good hair.
Damn it, Justin.
So, heading out.
Yeah. If I don't die, I guess maybe I'll see you again.
Yeah. You know where to find me. It's not like I'm going anywhere. So,
Right.
take care, okay? Like, get back in one piece. I'd like to see you again sometime.
Same. Don't die before. No, I guess that's more for me.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna kind of like lean over and try to kiss you on the cheek.
She allows it, but then she like quickly kind of like to look to make sure that there's nobody who's like checking. So
Nobody's
she's kind of
watching.
like,
Everybody's
We're
staring
all
through
at the
door.
window. We're all at the window.
We're all like
just watching.
stacked up like this. Our heads are all like a totem pole. Like,
I
Can
think,
we?
what color?
I think they thought something else kind of happened more so last night, but it's none of their damn business anyway. But,
Yeah. You know. I mean, if that ever were to happen, I mean, it wouldn't be any of their business either, you know. So,
yeah.
but or whatever, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. Well, see you around. And you're right about the pudding. And then she again attempts to wink, blinks, both eyes, and then she awkwardly points, and she doesn't know what she's pointing at, but it was kind of like her attempt to do what Peggy Sue did, but just with one hand, and she's like, and then she leaves.
An A for effort. A for effort.
I think we're gonna take a little break now, because so many ships going on and things. So yeah, we will see you all back. Yeah, go get a drink, cold shower or something. I don't know.
Viking beer. Viking beer.
We'll see you all back here in a few minutes. Take care. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for hanging in there with us, and thank you again for the raid earlier. We, of course, are playing Fallout. This is Vault, a Fallout TTRPG using the 2D20 system by Modifius. Before the break, we had the Wastelanders that were in Justisburg, doing some things, some walks of shame. Maybe not so much shame, but just having a good old time. Had a good time the night before and waking up and heading out on their way to Matador to face Scorpius and his Rattlesnake Raiders and possibly rescue Marcus's brother, who he thought was dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Or he's a raider.
Or
Bullshit.
he's a raider.
April wouldn't do that. April wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
I made your dad
Are you playing at the same table?
Fire.
Have you met April?
April wouldn't do that to me. I know it.
Again, I wouldn't do it to you again.
Exactly. She wouldn't do it to me. She wouldn't do it to me again. Exactly.
April, now that he said that, can you do it again?
We'll see what happens.
She's not gonna pander to you. She's above that.
Not above square you over though.
Quick gaslighting her first.
Well, sorry.
So you have you've hit the road from Justisburg to Matador. It's a couple more hours travel away. You'd probably get there, since you left kind of early in the day, you'd probably get there right before sunset, if you hustle. So what you doing on the road? Talking or just
Probably a lot of awkward conversation.
Lots of awkward, random conversation. Peggy being especially like continuing the weird behavior of being kind of like snarky and then not making eye contact with anybody, and then being kind of happy and then being snarky and then not making eye contact with everybody. Oh, and then she does specifically announce, all right, so I have decided, by the way, I am going to keep this gun. I'm still going to go get my other gun. I just thought you should all know, but I have named this one. This one is Ollie V.
Hello, Ollie. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. That's polite. And I am gonna go get her sister at some point, and I will keep both of them. That was important.
This is something that's been on my mind for a while because I really don't understand the whole thing, the whole process. So, Marcus.
Yes.
You named yours Winona.
That is
right?
correct. That is correct.
Peggy, now you name this thing Olivie.
Mm.
Why do weapons need a name? That's what I don't understand.
Well, if you don't treat,
it's not a living
if
being.
you don't treat your weapon
On
right,
head,
then they won't treat
Lucille.
you right.
Well, I named this one Ollie V because that song is badass and this gun is badass.
Well, you say it doesn't treat my sledge has never failed me. So I mean,
Yeah, but her name is Sledge.
I assume that's what you were calling that.
Yeah, I just assumed that was your nickname for her.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh,
what it is.
wow. You should think about naming it.
You should
You
really
use it
consider-
enough.
It's also a little more intimidating when you walk up to somebody and you're like, say hello to insert name here, you know?
Yeah, that does track.
Olivie sounds like salad dressing or something. I don't know.
It's a song by a bunch of, it's actually a song wrote by a bunch of crickets, just like my name.
All right. So it's.
Tipper names her little contraptions.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that.
try to.
It's mainly after us because she likes to annoy us with.
But
I don't think she's trying to annoy us. I think she's just trying to share something that's joyful to her. And some people may not appreciate it as much.
Joy, creativity, and also because I noticed that we don't have any little humans around us, so this is like a version of, so you get something to care for, but also help you in whatever it is you're doing, right?
It must have really hurt you when Ash stomped on it.
Listen.
Sugar name is Guitar.
I gave her rare parts, okay? So let's just drop it. I'm allowing her to make her little sugar bot
Hey,
thing.
speaking of which, Sugar Shack, did you name your guitar?
I did not.
See,
Why not?
See, Sugar.
It had a name when it was brought to me.
Oh.
Oh. Ash, I think it's been decided you need to name your weapon.
I'll name it if you want to.
We could just call it Dean.
And literally in that moment.
Wow. No, let's call it
stops,
Dean Ash. Like a
and then
Deanish.
turns around on her heel.
Like,
You want to say that again?
Yeah. You can call it Dean.
Mean.
Unless you have a
Yeah.
better name.
He's got more balls than sense.
You're never gonna get rid of this because you know they've latched on
Hey,
to it.
Ash.
So that it's gonna stay.
And Peggy's just gonna kind of, hey Ash, do you know what all this weird awkward joking is? I know it's
As
ticking
being
you off.
Annoying as normal. Yeah.
You know what that? Okay, but you remember when you're little and you're a kid and
You
give
mean
each
being
other a hard.
tortured every day?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that part. That's
Yeah.
not where we're going. It's a sign of
Uh-huh.
affection. I'll be
Being
straight
tortured
up.
is affection.
No, the fucking
You really
joking.
picked the wrong person to bring that up to, I think.
Huh?
No, I'm talking about the damn joking. It's a sign of affection.
would you appreciate if she started talking about wedding planning with you? I mean, I just think you got to know the time and the place.
Marcus, go wash your
Wow,
hair.
Marcus.
I feel like the point made is Ash. We're happy for you.
We're having fun.
Mhm. You seem like you're just more alive the past 24 hours.
She just kind of throws up her hands and then she just keeps walking ahead because she doesn't know what to make out of any
And
of
as
this.
She doesn't know who to
Ash starts
punch
to walk
first.
away, Sugar just kind of says, like in a lull tone, I mean, that pudding must have been real good.
You're
What kind of
pushing
pudding
it,
was it?
Sugar.
Oh.
Keeps walking with a smirk.
We couldn't help you.
As you're walking along having these conversations, you will see this stretch of road. This is all former basically farm and ranch land. It is bare and flat. There are the occasional dips where little canyons and whatnot, but for the most part, very bare, very flat. And as you're making your way along and, cutting up with one another and jabbing each other a little bit, off just off in one of the fields, you see something of a color that you haven't really seen ever before. Not a natural color like that. It's not a natural color. Not something this bright. It's almost the same color as Ash's hair. A very bright blue. Just kind of like shines just off in the distance, just off the road up ahead.
How far away are we from the Matador?
You've got maybe 2 more hours.
You want me to
Does that light
sneak up?
line up?
Only 2 hours.
This looks to be about a mile or so ahead. You can just make out the color, but you see it's just off the road. Because like I said, everything's very flat here, so you could see it from a mile
But
away.
it's on.
And
It's on the
off
way.
the
Little
road.
town.
Just off the road.
Okay.
Do you
That sounds like
continue?
just ignorable.
Peggy will have gun drawn, but continue forward.
As you
Marcus
continue
will keep
forward,
Winona holstered.
as you continue forward, it starts to get bigger and bigger as you get closer and closer. It's not growing, but your view of it gets bigger and bigger. And you start to make out, it's like a box type shape, maybe 8 feet tall or so, but it's blue. It's a blue box with white. Appears to be some kind of a door or something, maybe on the front. Still several hundred, or like still about 100 or so yards away. It kind of
So
looks a little
flashing
bit.
light on top. With the
Kinda looks
TARDIS. We look at the TARDIS here.
Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, but I don't have it
cool.
painted. But yeah,
Got it.
I don't have the mini painted, but yes, it's. You would recognize it as you get closer. You recognize it. You've seen something like this before on one of the posters. If you can recall, one of the posters inside the blast off radio station.
Cool.
But you've never seen something like it in real life. It matches Ash's hair color. It's still, like I said, 100 yards away or so.
Hey, Sugar, do you ever run into that shit before?
Oh my god. What?
Am I overseer? Is this something that I'm privy to in any degree?
Yes, so you would recognize it to be an old-timey, just an old school telephone booth that you would see maybe across the pond, but nothing you've ever seen one like that here. And they're very old and outdated, certainly.
And it's just here.
I swear to God,
Yeah,
if
and
we
it
have
looks in
Doctor
pristine from this distance. It looks like it's in pristine condition.
I swear to God, if Doctor Who is around in this hole.
Yep. Sugar, don't stop walking. The path we're going, that does not lead to the mysterious box of obvious plot death.
What? Mysterious box are you talking about, Sugar?
I learned that there's some things not worth investigating. This is one of those.
Are you sure though? Look at it. It's real shiny.
Keeps walking as you see Sugar prepare to say something, and then pauses.
Steps towards it a little bit.
I mean, it's still several hundred yards, or it's about 100 yards away. Not several, about 100
The man
yards
who
away.
decided to chase the coin down the river Styx found himself among the restless souls. Don't chase the shiny.
Don't chase the shiny. Can we blow up the shiny?
Sugar
Bad
keeps
idea. Never
walking.
mind.
Marcus is going to continue walking.
So as you get closer, because it's just off the road, and you're still following the road,
Marcus will be on the other side of the road.
but you're
Why
getting
did Marcus cross the
closer
road?
and closer, and it looks, I mean, it looks new, which nobody other than Sugar has ever seen anything. Well, maybe Tipper really has ever seen anything new, brand new before. You get closer and closer, and you're getting to where you're, I mean, it's just barely off the road, but you get a couple 100 feet from it,
Mm-hmm.
and you blink and it's not there.
That's okay. I keep walking.
Did we hear some groovy noise coming in the background as it disappeared?
Just a pop.
Yep.
It's not there anymore.
I'm not drunk still, am I?
The wasteland's full of wild things. You just keep walking unless you become part of the lost.
We're all
Okay.
just a little hungover. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
It's probably it's a mirage or whatever. I mean, it's
Oh.
the middle of winter.
Yep, a radiation mirage. Whatever helps you keep moving.
Tipper,
this
are you
way.
programmed to see mirages? How does that work? Do you
I'm not
see
programmed to
illusions?
see mirage. No, I mean, it
You
looks
saw it
real
clear
to
as they
me.
did.
Ooh.
You saw it as clear as they all did.
Oh, I did. I mean, because I am programmed to be investigative, investigative. I really do want to check it out. That part of me will never, I guess, what do you call it? Grow out.
It'll be real nice to investigate all
Yes.
this beautiful road in front of us. So let's keep going.
We
that way.
never stopped. I don't know why you think that you're the only one who
Like,
was
you know, I'm gonna
still
investigate
walking.
your ass.
You can't walk and talk.
Yeah, Sugar's walking and talking and just
You can't
empathizing.
walk and talk.
You continue on, and you get to the spot where you had seen the mysterious telephone box, and there's no trace that it was ever there. There's no mark. There's no footsteps. There's no base. There's nothing. It's just the wasteland. Just barren ground.
You guys don't find that suspicious?
I find it odd, but whatever.
I'm just gonna accept. Yep.
I don't think it's anything like that vault where we're like inhaling something funny and singing stuff.
I mean,
It's true. That's true. Maybe it's just.
Yeah, that's it was natural gas leak. That's all it was. There's some gas vent or something over here. We saw some shit. It don't matter. We're gonna keep walking.
Might I posit a question to the group? When we've all inhaled something and we hallucinate, how common is it for all of us to imagine the same thing? Is that common amongst human hallucinations?
Very much depends on the drugs. I've heard of a lot of people that'll take stuff and then they share the same experience.
Okay.
I haven't taken part in multiple group outings where we were all on the same narcotic, so I don't know.
I don't think it's typical with narcotics, but we can. That's a discussion for later.
Okay. All right. We'll keep pushing. But Tipper's still sort of just looking around to see if anything appears out of nowhere again.
Ash is going to definitely look a little bit harder to see what's in their path because they definitely, she feels like there's something amiss.
At some point, Sugar would be walking up besides Peggy, kind of close, and we'll just kind of like take one finger and just kind of like reach for a finger while walking.
Peggy like holds out her pinky and is like doing the sideways glance thing, like.
And just kind of like holding the pinky with the pinky, just kind of as we're getting closer.
You continue on walking down the road, and you don't see anything else strange, mysterious. You do start getting closer and closer to the camp. You can see it off just in the distance. I did put your minis a little bit closer than I should have, but you can see it. It's looming off in the distance. It seems very strange being out in the middle of nowhere. You've been to settlements out in the middle of nowhere, kind of like, but they were larger, kind of like Hub City and places like that. But this really does seem out in the middle of nowhere. In fact, this is kind of what you see. Given your minis would be a little bit further back, but it is quite large. You do see it is completely surrounded by various types of walls and traps and whatnot. And there seems to be several buildings and several people. You can see several people milling about and walking through the camp.
By the time they make it to like where they can actually see the whole fort, like Peggy's actually just at that point is just holding Sugar's hand, because she's not dumb. This is really stupid and dangerous.
At this point, as we come into the view of the camp, Marcus will say, if anybody wants to sit this one out or walk away now, I won't hold it against you.
Let me just ask one question, just to make sure that my assumptions are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone actually have a plan?
Well, I've got a very clear-cut plan. It's rather intricate. It involves multiple steps, and I think it's a surefire success.
Well,
does your plan include just charging in and firing guns until you shoot who you mean to shoot?
No.
That is like you're dumbing it down a bit, but that is like steps 1 and 2. Actually, that's probably steps 2 and 3. First, I'm going to call out Scorpius.
What? Wait. What? Don't we have like a package or something? Can't we do this a little bit better than we did the last one?
Rowena seemed to think that they'd kill us on sight regardless, but I'm I can't tell you what my reaction will be upon seeing Scorpius, so I don't want to say something and then I go back on it later.
Got it. No actual plan to laugh.
Well, it worked out last time.
Only because of some real dumb luck.
Maybe.
I mean, I beat that big thing. These are just normal people. Pretty sure I can take them.
Well, do any of you have a plan that is superior?
And then Ash swings she swings her sledge. The same plan as always.
I'm with Ash. Let's go. Marcus starts walking.
Let's go.
And then she's gonna switch the hand that she had the sledge in, and she's gonna push Marcus behind. And then she's like kind of looking like, really? You're gonna go in front?
Ash. I know. Normally, behind you not only provides an excellent view, but is also best for my protection. But this time, I'm going to be heading in first.
We did also have an extra meathead. We had an extra beefy person with us last time we did this stupid shit.
Oh, it's true.
That's true.
So all I'm saying is, if there's any way we can be a little stealthy about this.
Yeah.
And I know we want to get to Scorpius, but if he's aware that we're here, there's a better chance of him throwing on power armor or something stupid. So why don't we
Peggy, we're on flat land and they've got a fort. I mean, if they don't know we're here, then this is going to be a pretty easy fight, if you ask me. I would imagine they saw us before we saw them.
And why do you think that? We don't blend in?
We're on flat land. She's tall and got blue hair. I just don't think that we're being very stealthy.
Our goal is 2 steps at least. Scorpius dead, and at minimum information on your brother Marcus, right?
I suspect he is dead and that Saffron was fibbing, but I would like to know for sure.
As long as I know what the goal is.
Should we go in the front or the back? That's all I need to know.
The front.
I'm usually a fan of the front. It's a little more comforting.
Once again, Marcus will start walking in, or towards the camp.
And as everyone kind of walks, Trigger's gonna, while holding me, kind of gonna like pull for a moment. Trust in the karma. And we'll like slightly lift her hat and just give her a soft kiss on the forehead.
Peggy will lean in and just like, she puts her head like on their chest and kind of just takes a deep breath. Well, you better stay fucking lucky, because I'm not, you know.
I'm not worried. I've got a pretty good shot on my side.
I mean, you do. They start walking.
Yeah, you know what? Tibber overhears that, and Tibber's like, you do.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Marcus, as they're walking forward, will say to Ash, if it happens to be true, and my brother is alive, and I don't make it, would you make sure he gets settled somewhere?
Well, of course, but I mean, you're gonna make it, so stop talking stupid.
Sugar will leave. We'll set Bopper down. All right, lady. You take care of Bopper, and I'll be back. And then leaves like a little thing of food in Lady's pouch, because Lady knows how to distribute food. The Lady's a smart-ass dog, and also a smart-ass. And then we'll take the guitar out of the case. Proceed, continuing on this death march.
Ash will turn to Marcus. Just try not to do anything too crazy. I mean, you got people around you.
We're heading into a raider camp with unknown numbers.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, just now you were trying to go way ahead and you know that you're best behind someone or something in order to get a good shot. So
You talking with Sam?
what?
That's like,
Never mind. Let's continue.
was that like?
As you continue on, you get closer and closer to the camp. You can see there are people on top of the buildings. There are a couple of guard towers and whatnot made out of various pieces of lumber and sheet metal. And it seems as you get closer, it's a lot bigger than any raider camp you've ever seen before.
So just out of curiosity, you kill Scorpius. What about the other dozen soldiers? Just so I'm aware.
Well, we'll probably have to kill them. We'll kill them first, I imagine.
What?
Got it. Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure I understood the full depth.
Remember, I'm imagining the fight with Big Johnson. Little Johnson, whatever his name was. This will be a similar fight.
Is Teeny Pecker Johnson.
There you
Got
go.
it. Nope. Just okay. As Sugar plugs the guitar into the Pip-Boy amp and just kind of continues walking.
Marcus, quick question. We'll be within range for Ollie to take her first bite of action. Do you want me to wait or start?
I think if you see a target worth shooting at, I'm not going to stop you. I think the shooting will start pretty quick either way.
Alrighty.
Wait till we get close, because if you shoot this far, I don't think any of us will have enough time to get close before getting shot.
That is a good point. Sugar has. In fact, it may be best if you found some cover once you take that first shot as well.
So Peggy will stay within long range back then, within reason, and just find, is there any kind of, I mean, I know the area, so the answer is pretty much no. Is there any kind of tall grass? Okay, she's gonna go ahead and, like, before she goes, she like just looks to see if anybody is looking, and then real quick, like, kisses Sugar on the cheek and then just drops down on her chest, takes the hat off, and kind of props it up on like a careless weed a little bit over, about 6 feet to the right of her, and is just waiting for them to get closer.
The rest of you are approaching.
Full
Yeah,
approach.
can't really. What is our marching order again? It's Ash in front, or is Marcus in front?
Marcus and Ash.
Yep.
Okay, I'm right behind you guys.
Okay. All right. So as you
Just to the
approach,
right.
you
Starsky
hear
and Hutch. There we go.
you hear the sound of motors starting up. Like you've heard these sounds before when you were at the other Rattlesnake encampment, when there were motorcycles that took off, one of them carrying Big John. But you hear these motors start to rev up, and you can see one of the guard towers, the person on that tower, they kind of train their weapon on you. And out from the sides of the encampment, about 4 or so motorcycles start going out and start coming from behind you as you get closer. And the person in the guard tower says, "Yeah, that's close enough. You come any closer, you're gonna get shot. The fuck you want? Think y'all are lost? How about you drop what you got on you and head back where you came from?"
Are y'all close enough yet?
I would imagine.
And like as they come up, Sugar does the whole you'll see Sugar's hand as they come up, closed fist for the hold, before doing the whole to the rest of them, like, it's cool. I don't think we're lost. We're here to have a conversation.
Ain't nobody here want to talk to the likes of you all.
No,
Drop your stuff. Get the hell out of here.
I think it's in your best interest that you let Scorpius know that Sugar's here, lest you have to deal with the fact that you deny the one reason Scorpius doesn't murder you for letting Sugar in. Now, I don't know how it works here. I'm assuming since you're the one that has to come out here and talk to the people, you're pretty low on the totem pole already, so you don't have decision-making power.
Fuck you, dude. I got a gun. I got enough power right here.
Yeah? And I look to one of the other guys. So who's going to talk to Scorpius about how this fool is deciding to threaten a friend of Scorpius in the middle of the wasteland when coming to meet him? I'm pretty sure Scorpius would love to put you in the pit to deal with his critters. Let them
And you can
feast on
actually
your flesh.
you can actually see back in the encampment, you can see a pair of very large rad scorpions inside the camp, not messing with any of the raiders, but they just seem to be kind of patrolling the inside of the camp.
So, I don't know about you, but I feel like when you deal with rad scorpions, their venom, it hurts. And it's not the type of pain that you can just kind of accept. It's not the kind that kills you. It's a worse than death. It's an experience that rips you from the inside as you want to claw at your flesh. Now, again, I'm not keen on trying to decide exactly how you want to die, but I feel like that's not the way you want it to be. So I'm going to give you one last chance to not be a victim of that. I need to speak with Scorpius.
The motorcycles that were coming out from the sides have now made their way behind you, and they're getting closer. They're idling a little bit and just rolling closer. They're basically encircling you and putting a wall between not the camp and the camp, from where you came in the camp. And then you can see someone just on the just below kind of where the person at the guard tower is. You all see someone very familiar. You see a familiar face after hearing Sugar, you say your name, kind of poke out and look, kind of shocked. It's a person that you tried to blow up before on a motorcycle. You see Big Johnson.
I'm glad he made it. I was worried he didn't make it to manager. At this point, Marcus is going to reach into his pocket and pull out Saffron's ranger badge and hold it up high above his head.
So I believe this is also a token of entry, if you will.
The people on the bikes behind you get off their bikes. Well, one of them gets off their bikes, comes up, walks up to you, looks at the badge, takes it, tries to grab it from you. You let them grab it.
Yeah.
Looks at it, and you can see they are wearing the rattlesnake necklaces. They do have several pieces of snake armor on. That is.
We were told that would get us entry to speak with Scorpius if Sugar's name didn't.
Hey, we gotta let these people in. They got this is Saffron's badge. I think they got some business here. Gotta let them in. No funny business. Give me your guns.
Well, that ain't likely to happen.
Then you can't come in. Give me your guns.
Then we're going to have an issue. I'm not giving you my gun.
Again,
you can
circle back to the same point.
Yeah, you can have Scorpius come out and talk to us. You can have your guns trained on us, but I'm not giving you my gun.
You can do speech or barter and charisma.
Mm-hmm.
I can. Or.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, Marcus has got this. I got this.
You put those dice away. You put those dice away.
Nah.
It's like this is where I shine.
You notice
I got it.
Ash did not
shoot
attempt to talk to anybody.
I got it.
Ash is
I
not
got it.
talking
I got it.
because you don't want to roll when you're Ash.
I got it.
That's-
How about
Speech
how
and
about how about
charisma.
I help Sugar?
You know?
You could try. Yeah, you could try and help.
Because I did hold up the badge. I did some of the talking, so I think it's fair.
I'm gonna spend 1 action point to roll an additional. That is 6 successes on my side.
It is not a tagged skill.
Get a complication.
I got a 4.
A 4, okay.
And my
Okay,
target
good.
number was
So
a
7
was a
successes.
7. So I did
Yeah,
help.
fine, whatever. Just keep them holstered. Keep them holstered. And he kind of like been keeping this badge, and they start guiding you up into the encampment.
The moment
you-
they give us access, though, Sugar is going to strum a specific tone that lets Lady know to come by, and Lady is going to first go over to Peggy, and Lady's just going to kneel near, and that lets you know that you can choose to follow and lead with Lady or stay where you're at.
Well, at this point, I'm behind those guys that have the motorcycles, and if I come up sneaking from behind, might look a little bad. So Peggy kind of she definitely just stay, like, they haven't noticed her yet, so she's watching very closely to see. Yeah. Like, I feel like she's crawling forward, but making sure that she's not catching attention, like, a little bit at a time. Like, yeah. I feel like if she gets up and walks forward, like, after that, it's fishy, and she doesn't want to get anybody killed.
Lady will just stay kneeled and silent nearby.
So you're guided into the camp. You're given access into the camp, and there are raiders on either side of you, and they take you up a flight of stairs up to one of the rooftop areas, where you can see there's a man who does have a significant amount of scarring on one side of his face. And you do also see, as you walk through the camp, you would see the very large rad scorpions that are just going about. It does look like they're not hostile toward any of the raiders, but as you are kind of walking by them, they almost start running over at you, and one of the raiders holds up one of their guns at it, and it kind of turns and starts going the other way. But you walk up these.
When it came close, Sugar's gonna just do a soft ping on the guitar and whistle lightly as it comes close, just to use my animal friend to show that I'm friendly to the scorpion, because it is an insect and that does work for animal friend. Just want to drop that just in case.
And like Peggy is definitely continuing to sneak forward a bit to stay within somewhat. So she wants to be able to at least see them as she's sneaking forward. So she's just crawling through stealthily.
So yeah, Peggy, you will see them being led up these stairs. Hold on 1 second. So you see they're being led up these stairs, but you can see it through the scope of your gun that they're being led up these stairs. And before you do see this very large older gentleman, bald head. He does have the facial scarring, and he's just kind of sitting. He's sitting at the one of the tables with his feet propped up on the table. They said, I don't recognize any of you. You don't look like some of the Rangers. What the fuck are y'all doing here?
And who is this before us?
Scorpius.
Okay,
Oh, with a face like that.
just want to make sure. No. Am I familiar with Scorpius in any capacity, like personally?
Saffron
Maybe with my-
Essential, you got something for me? What the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah, she said you
Not the
might.
usual people she sends.
That may be, but we're here nonetheless. She said you might know somebody that that I once knew.
Once. What are you talking about?
A William Cole. Is that name familiar to you?
William Cole. Hey, anybody know William Cole? Sounds like a stupid ass name to me.
Are you familiar with the Cole Ranch? You would have come across it some years ago.
Yeah. What does that have to do anything about it? Took it
has to
over,
do with
took everything they
why
had
I'm-
from it. Yeah, I mean, we went over those resources a long ass time ago.
Well, that has to do with while we're here, and I ask again. There was a young man there named William Cole.
Yeah. What are you
Saffron
getting
said. Saffron said that you took him.
at? She did now, huh? Took him where?
Took him with you.
This fucking guy. Listen, guy, get to the point. Why the fuck are you here? Ain't fucking no whatever Cole kid. We shot them all. Took their shit. What the fuck do you want from me?
Your blood. Marcus will pull his gun and shoot him.
Oh no,
Now,
I was going to say like
During the
it's
conversation,
escalated.
Sugar
It's
would have taken the backpack to set it down, been like,
Sure.
oh, it's heavy, makes it hard to strum, and will
Sure.
like have started strumming prior to the gun. And just as soon as the gun comes out, Sugar just lightly pushes the bag while strumming very gentle music.
You're gonna shoot him?
I'm going to
And
shoot him. Yeah.
Okay. I will give you. I guess I'll give you a surprise attack. Go ahead and roll it.
Sure. I'm Winona. A 7 and a 9. That's 2 successes.
Okay. 9. Did you?
I did not aim, so I guess it would be if it hit, it would be a random location.
Hit location.
Natural 1.
Head. Okay.
That'd be a
That's
head.
fitting.
Huh, seems right. I'm assuming it's been a hit.
Sorry. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So natural 1. Go ahead. The two would hit. So yeah, you would go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, I am going to use a luck point to re-roll. It's I think 3 of the dice.
Okay.
Okay, so looking good. Let's see here. 2 1s.
Okay.
2 2s. 3 5s and a 6, and 1 that doesn't do anything.
Okay, 3 5s and a 6. And weapon properties or anything?
Vicious, so I think that's 14. 14
Okay.
damage.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. So you shoot him. You get a good shot into his face, and he does look stunned, like he doesn't know what the hell's going on. Yeah. So Peggy, you hear a shot ring out.
Unmistakable. Unmistakable shot.
Who does, like, I mean, sitting down there, who does Peggy have a clear sight on? Like, I know that she wouldn't have lost sight of, like, wherever Sugar was going, like, she's following, like, watching the people. So, who does she have a clear sight on?
I mean, you could see the person in the guard tower. You could see probably, so you see the person in the guard tower that's kind of the closest south on the map. You'd also see a few guards and whatnot up in where the rest of your party is.
Yeah, I whichever, like, honestly, if the first one sitting, like the first one that she sees move, to react to everything, Peggy's gonna fire off, and she's got her scopes lined on there. Like, we're gonna go center mass, and she's gonna aim for center mass.
Okay, so you are taking the aim action. So go ahead and roll your attack, and you do not have to roll a location because you did take the aim minor action.
Mm-hmm. I re-rolled one for the hell of it, but that was better. So that's a 1 and a 2. It is a tag skill, so that's 4 successes.
Okay, yes. Roll your damage as you shoot them center mass.
And because of all EV, that is 9.
9.
Yes. Okay, so that is 2 1s. 2 3s that don't do shit. Then that is 4 6s and a 5. That is piercing 2 and vicious.
Dang. Okay. So piercing 2 negates some of their armor. Vicious. How many points did you get in vicious?
It just has the vicious property, or what it says for every effect rolled. It's a plus.
Oh, it's a +1 damage. But how many 5s and 6s did you get?
Oh, there's 5 of those.
Oh, geez. Okay.
4 6s and a 5.
4 6s and a 5. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you completely, you punch a hole right through their armor and their torso, and knocking them completely back off the guard tower. Dead. Did you want to move?
She will prop her hat up, like I said, like she'll stick it on a careless weed, and she's gonna kind of squirm over about 6 feet, like, or however much she can move sideways as she's going to, as stealthily as possible. But just to
kind of get away from where you were previously. Okay. Yeah. So you completely topple off the person on the guard tower. Marcus, you have just shot Scorpius in the face, and stunned them. And it's your turn. So Peggy was at the top of the round. Now Marcus, in the initiative, it is your turn.
Alrighty then. Marcus hadn't thought past this point.
Since combat has officially started, I will say I have spent a luck point for Mysterious Stranger to be activated when necessary.
Okay, perfect.
Sure. At the beginning of combat.
And the specific instruction you gave previously was in order to save Marcus's life, I believe, what you had said. So we'll all remember that.
Well, okay, just to clarify, is there anybody around as far as a part of
how many other raiders are there, like, besides Scorpius?
3?
So you got Scorpius here, then you got actually some of these guards would have come up with you. This one would have died. This one would have come up with you to make sure that y'all are surrounded. So here's him, and you got 4 more up here with you. And then there are several all around here.
We're kind of bone skied.
The one that
who's next to Marcus? Wait, let me see. That one.
I'll shoot whichever one's next to me.
Oh, all right, cool.
Okay, so there's Scorpius right here, and then there's a couple more over here.
I'll shoot whichever one is next to me.
A little blurry, but why is it so blurry? That's better. Okay. So you're shooting Scorpius, or you said you're shooting the one next to you?
Whichever one is next to me, yes.
Okay, but not Scorpius.
Not Scorpius, no.
Okay.
That is a 16 and a 15. It's 2 successes.
Okay, that will hit. Go ahead and roll your location and your damage. Unless you were taking the aim minor action.
It's for posers. That's a 6. So
that will be torso.
Torso. All right. I'm going to use a luck point to re-roll 3 of the dice. That was a lot of 3s and 4s. That's better. 4 1s and 2 6s and a 5.
Okay. And what was
10
the
points.
Okay, 10 points total.
10 points.
10 to their torso, right?
10 to their torso.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you fire off a shot into their torso. They are holding a weapon, and they it kind of stumbles them back a bit. They do take some damage, but they're still up. It does kind of look like it chipped their armor a bit, but not a whole lot. They're wearing kind of like a cage armor type situation. Anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
A few things. I'm going to use a minor action to pull out a chemical.
Oh.
Actually, no. Quick draw. I got quick draw. I'll use quick draw to pull out a chemical.
Okay.
And then I will use a minor action to take that chemical.
Okay. All right.
Chemical
What is it?
is Psycho.
Psycho. Gosh.
Last one I got. I forget what it does exactly, but I think it's 1 damage resistance and 2 extra damage dice. I'll look in a second, but
Yeah.
but I'm going to use 2 action points, I think it is, to do another major action.
Okay.
Which is to shoot that one. To shoot that one again.
Okay. Same one. Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Roll your attack, location, and we will see.
A 12 and a 4. 4 is a crit. Well, tagged. So it's 3 successes.
Okay. Roll the location and your damage.
8, which I think is torso again. And I think we get an action point back because I'm assuming it doesn't have a. Okay.
Yeah, because it was a 1. Their DR was a 1. Or yeah.
I'm going to use a luck point to reroll 2 of the dice.
Or their defense, not DR. Their defense is a 1.
Okay, so 2 1s. 5 5s and 2 6s.
Okay, and then it was the vicious again. Okay.
So it's 16 points of damage.
And what location was it again?
I believe it was torso again.
Torso again. Oof. Yeah. So you fire off another shot after you. So you fire a shot, take out some psycho, which inject it, then fire off another shot, and you see where their armor now has completely cracked open, and there's a very large gaping wound in their chest, and you can almost see their heart beating, and then it stops beating, and then they fall over dead.
And then Marcus will spend an action point and a piece of ammo to do that thing that Peggy does so well. Gun fu.
Gun fu. Okay.
And shoot another person for 16 points of damage.
16?
Oh, it's just Peggy. Is that how it works? Peggy?
Yeah, but to who?
You literally just choose your targets and you deal damage.
Yeah.
The other one is there another one that's near me? Whoever that one is.
Yeah. So not Scorpius.
No, I'm saving that for last.
Okay.
Oh.
Then you would do hit the one that's by Ash, that's kind of like up to the top over there, and into the torso. They take some damage, but it's reduced a little bit. Anything else?
I think it's enough.
Ash, what would you like to do?
I'm sending a luck
Marcus
point.
is shooting off.
Are you going next?
I am.
Okay.
For lucky timing. Because I'm going to be dumb. It just feels like the right thing to do. So the backpack, which I have already put into one hand, I am throwing the backpack over I'm trying to throw it behind Scorpius. It's a backpack.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll. So you're tossing it over there. Throwing an agility.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna do, what is it? Luck of the draw? No, not luck of the draw. Stack deck, because
Stack the deck.
All right. That is 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah. You toss it over, and you see he's kind of stunned, and it hits him a little bit in the shoulder, and it doesn't quite get behind him, but it does get beside him on the coffee table that's right next to him.
All right. I'd like to spend another luck point for luck of the draw. When I was making this bomb, I made it that it has 2 forms of detonation: impact and a very specific frequency. Radio frequency.
Okay.
I'd like to then strum that chord so it will blow up.
Okay. Okay.
Question: does that mean that I will have
Should we
to roll?
duck?
I have a feeling we're all about to get blown off this roof.
I am going to. So you do this, and I will roll because I didn't tell you the damage of the bomb.
No, you did not.
Blast.
Peggy just sees the entire compound blow up. Well, that's good knowing them. I'll have to see Charlie.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Peggy might just
no.
go back home to her family.
Am I dead?
Oh,
Is this what it is? This is how I die?
I didn't even get to kill anybody. That's lame.
Oh, man. Right after pudding.
Dang.
Ah, and the pudding was good too.
okay.
Sad.
Okay. Yes. So then that's going to be where? Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't like that.
And that's when April's
don't
like,
like
and
that.
that's where we're ending tonight's episode.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So we will say this is all going to be basically your torso. So this is going to be, let me count it again. I lost.
Shit, lost count. Such a high number.
12 points of physical damage to your torso. So you can negate whatever your minus is to your torso, but 12 points of physical damage to your torso for Tipper, Ash, Marcus, and Sugar, as well as Scorpius, the 2 Goonies that are left up there. And you are completely blasted off the roof of this structure.
I'd like to spend a luck point to inflict another critical damage on Scorpius.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah.
also spend another luck point to do a second critical by doing bloody mess when I do that.
Oh my gosh.
What? What's that look for?
Gonna be right here. Okay. Another critical to him. Oh my gosh. Okay. And so is it a specific location? Does it say?
It's wherever. So if he already has a critical on his torso from it, then he would take another critical either there or somewhere else.
He does have one to his head.
Did the damage from the explosion cause one to his chest?
No, actually, it wouldn't be.
Well, then
Because
it
of
is
its
now.
damage. Oh gosh. Okay, so Scorpius is now, he has a concussion and he is bleeding out from his chest. And you all have been blasted from the roof of this. And you are all you have
another critical to his leg because I get to add another location after I deal the first one. I can trigger a second critical. So his leg is also.
So as he goes flying off the top of this structure, he's got a concussion. He's bleeding out from his chest. He his body hits the railing of one of these of the top of the building, completely breaking the tibia. tibia of his left leg, and he falls flat on his back. And everyone else, you hear ringing in your ears. You were looking up at the sky as you have been blasted off, and you are completely you're prone, so you're looking up at the sky, and you can just hear this ringing in your ears, and you see a blur, and everything seems just really, really hazy. You can hear the legs, these little like sounds of the scorpions coming in closer and closer, and you can hear other people yelling in the encampment. You can see the smoke rising from the building that you were just on top of, and then you see something very strange. All of you swear as you're laying there with your backs on the ground, and you look up, you see lasers, you see bright lights, you see this flash, these flashes of something silver in the sky, but you see these lasers coming down, and as you look over at several of the raiders, they completely are vaporized, and they are not there anymore. They are complete piles of ash. None of you have been touched. You see Scorpius, he's laying there, he's bleeding out right next to you. And Big John comes over, and he holds up a gun. He is standing up, he holds up a gun, and he sees all of these people being zapped and completely vaporized. He holds up a gun, and he's holding it at the face of Scorpius. Ash, it's your turn.
I'd actually like to spend an action point to do another action.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not done.
This guy's vaporized.
I'm like,
I'm
what?
just getting started.
Nani?
Do I
Nani?
see? So we see Big Johnson walking up to Scorpius.
Yes, I need to put him over there as well. He is going to...
Tell me his mini matches.
So he is standing over Scorpius, holding a gun, looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to spend the action points to I will look at Scorpius, and I will pull out my baseball grenade. You're gonna get one chance to walk away, and only one. And with my other hand, I'm going to point like I'm holding a gun, like the finger gun. Because right now, Karma's got a bullet with your name on it. And this time, you won't be able to get away.
I want to be free of this fucking mess. If I kill this motherfucker, maybe I have a chance.
Or you can let Karma give you a chance of redemption. To be free, friend. All you got to do. Gun down, you get to have a chance to live. But if you do anything right now other than that, you're next. That I promise.
You let me and my people walk, you can have him.
Can I see?
And Scorpius is wheezing and coughing up blood, and you can see he is vicious, he's angry, the anger and betrayal in his eyes. Yes, Peggy.
Can I see them at all? Like Big John standing there?
If you scoot over a little bit, you can position yourself to where you can just see inside some of the cracks of the building.
Big John doesn't look familiar, correct? Apart from his wanted poster.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't think no. Yeah, you met. Were you there for Big Johnson?
I was, but I didn't get to see him very long.
You didn't get a good look at him.
All.
That's right. Yeah, so you just recognize him kind of from his wanted poster.
You know.
That's right, because Sugar did this last time.
Sugared it. Okay. Yeah, no, then I can't do anything right now anyways. I was just wondering what I can see.
So assuming that I told him to stand down if he's willing to. Otherwise, I don't know. Is it ready action? Hold action?
What are you trying to do?
That if he doesn't stand down, I'm throwing this baseball at his face.
Since you've already used your ability to skip up or down in the initiative, you couldn't do another one this round. because it's technically still your turn. It's like the end of your turn right now, unless you use more action points and whatnot. So you couldn't interfere if he does anything, because he has, like, this is his turn coming up.
But we all heard it. Like, I think Ash and Marcus and
Other
like we
people
know
can
what he looks
Okay.
like.
Sneak around.
All right, then yeah. So I've used all the points that I can, and yeah, okay. So then Sugar is officially done.
Okay, Ash.
That may have been Sugar's best turn.
It was so good. It was so good. Who says Sugar can't do damage? Ash.
Well, none of us will say that because he just.
No, is Ash frozen?
She's probably still calculating the 48 damage. The 48 damage done to teammates that Sugar just matched.
But I did like 72 to my enemy, so if
It's
basically
true.
there's like a
evens out.
36-point differential.
Yeah, it's all in the good column.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, she's frozen? I thought she was legit looking at you like, really?
Oh, no,
Yep.
she
We
dropped.
lost her.
I was like,
No. That was legit.
Oh, great.
No, and my Zoom's all messed up. I don't know that I can bring
Hold
her
on.
back in.
Weird. Oh, God.
I think she should be able to move it over.
Let's see.
Someone-
Okay, hold on.
No.
We will be right back.
Dad.
everything looks really weird. All right, so bear with us. I know we look all kind of funky and whatnot. When Ash did have there's big storms right now out where she is, and her power was completely knocked out. We are going to do something a little crazy. We're going to pick this back up in a couple of weeks. However, starting next week, I wonder if I could just get it. No, that's good. Starting next week, we are going to take a break next week. It feels weird that y'all can't see me. We're going to take a break next week. And after that, we are going to start the origin story episodes for each of the players, where we will be doing one-on-ones. Now that everyone's backstory is out, we're going to be doing one-on-ones with each of the players, so you can see how it all went down. And I know you don't want to be left on this cliffhanger, but you'll have to tune in when we come back from break and see what the hell is going to happen next.
Cliffhanger.
Yes. So thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the very end, but we do appreciate all of the bits and subs and tips and everything from tonight, and for all of you lovely people hanging out with us in chat. We hope to see y'all all very soon. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.